Welcome to Wonder Math. Today I'm going to go over SAT practice number 3, section 4, and this will be first part number 1 through 20. There are 38 questions for 55 minutes, and here's the formats that you can find on the front of the test or each section. Here's number 1. The graph above shows Marilyn's distance from her campsite during 3-hour hike. She stopped it for 30 minutes during her hike to have lunch. Based on the graph, which of the following is closest to the time she finished lunch and continued her work? So as you can see, she's moving, and she stayed steady, meaning she sat down and had lunch during that time. So the question is, when did she finish her lunch and continue to hike? So it's closer to 2, so it's between 1 to 2, but it's closer to 2 p.m. So it is C. Number 2, the table above shows the distribution of age and gender for 25 people who entered a contest. If the contest winner will be selected at random, what is the probability that the winner will be either means or female under 40, female under 40, and male 40 or older. So it's A plus 2, 10 out of 25 total. So you didn't have to simplify it, it was B. Okay, there's no other choice. Equal to 10 over 25. Number 3, the graph below shows the total number of music album sales in millions each year from 1997 through 2009. Based on the graph, which of the following best describes the general trends in music album sales from 1997 to 2009? So this whole thing. So as you can see, it increased, and then it gradually decreased. So the answer is sales generally increase each year. Since then, no, not just this decrease, increase, and decrease. Steady means it stayed the same. So it's C. 4. The table above shows some values of linear function f. Which of the following defines f? So it seems like it's a linear function. So if you find the slope, which is change in y over change in x, as you can see, it's adding 3. When x increases by 1, so 3 over 1 will be your slope, m. So just find anything that has a slope of 3 must be C. If you have time, you can double check your answer by plugging in one of the values. So when you plug it in 2, 3 times 2 is 6, minus 5 is 1. So that's a right equation. But since there's only one answer with slope of 3, just move on to the next question to save time. In Lincoln High School, approximately 7% of enrolled juniors and 5% of enrolled seniors. Okay, so 7% of juniors, 5% of seniors were inducted into the National Honor Society last year. If there were 562 juniors and 602 seniors enrolled at Lincoln High School last year, which of the following is closest to the total number of juniors and seniors at Lincoln High School last year who were inducted into the National Honor Society? So you're looking for 7% of junior, which is 562. Of you multiply, and 7% equals to what? Move 2 decimal to the left. So it's 0.07. You multiply 0.07. And senior, we have 102, and it was 5%. So you multiply by 0.05, and then you add it. 562 times 0.07 plus, well, let's do them separately. So that's 39.34, 602 times 0.05, you get 30.1. So when you add them, you get about 69.44. You round it down for a number of people, so 69. 6. Which of the following is the sum of the two polynomials shown above? So let's add them vertically. 3x squared plus 5x squared is 7x squared. Minus 5x minus 2x is minus 7x. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. So you have, oh, I'm sorry, this is 8x squared. So you have it right here, A, right? Good. 7. If 3 over 5w equals to 4/3, what is the value of w? So you're solving for w, so you have to get rid of 3/5. So you flip and multiply to get rid of the fraction. So, and you multiply by the same fraction here. So you get w equals to 20. 4 times 5 is 20. 3 times 3 is 9. So you get 20 over 9, which is D. You can save time by circling your answer on the booklet first and then transfer all the answers at the same time at the end of the test rather than going back and forth, right? And also there's no penalty for wrong answers, so just take a guess if you have no idea what the answer is, okay? Number 8, the average number of students per classroom at Central High School from 2000 to 2010 can be modeled by an equation y equals to 0.56x plus 27.2, where x represents the number of years since 2000 and y the average number of students per classroom. Which of the best describe the meaning of the number 0.56 in the equation? So that's rate of change. So here it gives you the number, the average number of students each year. So probably this is where you started, and each year the average student increased. This is positive slope, increased by 0.56. So it's a rate of change. So always y equals mx plus b. There will be a lot of questions involving y equals mx plus b. B is the initial value, what you start with in y-intercept, and m is the rate of change, how much it changes over your x. So the total number of students at the high school in that, no, 0.56 is the estimated increase in the average number of students per classroom each year. So that's rate of change. Estimated difference between, no, right? Not from 2010 and 2000. So it has to be C. 9. Nate walks 25 meters in 13.7 seconds. If he walks at the same rate, which of the following is closest to the distance he will walk in 4 minutes? So he walks 25 meters in 13.7 seconds. We can use the ratio to solve it. So now we are looking for when he walks 4 minutes, which is, how many seconds is it? There are 60 seconds per minute, so 4 times 60 for 4 minutes gives you 240 seconds. So now you're just looking for the distance, right? Because it will have the same rate. So you can just cross multiply it. 25 times 240 equals to 13.7x. Then you divide by 13.7 from both sides. So 25 times 240 divided by 13.7, you get 437, so about 450 meters. Says approximately, right? Or the closest. Okay. 10. All right, so the chart above shows approximation of the acceleration due to gravity in meters per second squared for the 8 planets in our solar system. The weight of the object on a given planet can be found by using the formula this. So W is the weight of the object measured in newtons, and M is the mass of the object that measured in kilograms, and G is the acceleration due to gravity, which is given here. These are G. Okay, so what's the question? Number 10, what is the weight in newtons of an object Mercury with the mass of 900 kilograms? Mercury has G of 3.6. So you're looking for the weight when the weight is 90 in kilograms times 3.6 G. So here they're both, W and M are both weights, mass. So when you get confused, just follow its units. See, one was in newtons, which we are looking for. So we are looking for W, and where kilogram mass is given. So it's 3.6 times 90. So you get about 324. So D is your answer. 11. So same question, but now it's asking the object on Earth. Where is Earth? Here. G equals to 9.8. Has a weight of 150 newtons. So now it's giving you the W, weight equals to that when you multiply by M times 9.8. Now, the question is, on which planet would the same object have an approximate weight of 170 newtons? Right? So we have to first find M, and we have to figure out what we have to multiply to. So we are looking for G here. So first, let's find the M by dividing by 9.8. So we get our math equals to 150 divided by 9.8. So I get 15.306. 15.306. So the question is, what gravity will multiply to 15.306 and give you 170? So now you divide that from 170. Divide that from 170. So you're dividing by 15.306. 0.306. So your G, the gravity, or the weight in gravity, or something like that, must be equal to 170 divided by 15.306. So you get 11 point something. 11.1. So which one has a gravity, acceleration due to gravity equal to 11.1? Saturn. Saturn is your answer. B. 12. Which of the function f has 5 distinct zeros? So meaning, which of the could represent the complete graph of f, xy plane? So we are looking for 5 zeros, meaning 5 the points where it goes through the x-axis. We say it's zeros, roots, solutions, they're all same thing. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's D here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it must be D. 13. The equation above gives the height h in feet of the t second after it's thrown straight up with an initial speed of v. So for this type of question, as you can see, you're just solving v in terms of the other variables, just like what it says, right? So we're solving for v. So move the other two terms to the other side. So h plus 16t squared and minus k equals to vt. So now you divide by v from the whole thing. No, we're looking for v. So you divide by t. T from all the terms. So you get h. But here you can simplify these two by putting t squared divided by t is 16t. And here it's still h minus k over t, and add it with 16t is v. So which one is it? It must be one of the last two. It's minus, so it is d, h minus k. 14. The cost of using a telephone in a hotel meeting is 20 cents per minute. Which of the following equation represents the total cost in dollars for 8 hours in phone use? So 1 hour, it's 60 minutes, right? And it's 0.20 per minute. So you have to multiply all this, right? So here's 1 hour, right? 1 hour times 60 and 20 cents each. So you multiply them all together. So it must be A. 15. In order to determine if treatment X is successful in the improving eyesight, a research study was conducted from a large population of people with poor eyesight. Okay, they selected 300 people who has a poor eyesight, were selected at random. That's good, right? When you do a sample survey, you have to select them randomly. Half of the participants were randomly assigned to receive treatment X, and the other half did not receive treatment. The resulting data shows that participants who received treatment X had significantly improved eyesight as compared to those who did not receive treatment X. Based on the design and result of the survey, which of the following is an appropriate conclusion? So the ones who had a bad sight improved their sights, right? So let's see. Treatment X is likely to improve the eyesight of people who have poor eyesight. Yes, that makes sense. B, treatment X improve eyesight better than all other variable treatments. We don't know how other treatments are working, so we can't, that's not true. Treatment X will improve the eyesight of everyone who takes it, but they only choose the one who had a poor sight. So if they had a good sight, we are not sure what will happen to them. Would it be the same or get better? D, treatment X will cause substantial improvement in eyesight. Yes, it is true, but which one is more true based on what we did? From who had a poor eyesight, right? We don't know how it will affect the ones with good eyesight, right? So it is A. 16, graph of the function f and g are shown in the xy plane above. For which of the following value of x does f of x plus g of x equals to 0? So that means they will be equal. One will be -2 plus 3, then it will give you 0, right? So you're looking for the same distance from 0. So it seems like, see, it's +2 plus -2 will be equal to 0. So we're looking for x, where it is -1, -2. You see it? Here's 0. -1, -2. So when x is -2, it's 2 plus -2, which is 0. 17, the quantity of product supplied and the quantity of product demanded in economic markets are a function of the price of the product. The function above are the estimate supply and demand function for a certain product. The function S of P gives the quantity product supply with market when price is P dollars, and D of P will be the quantity of product demanded by the product. Price at P. So how will the quantity of product supply, so we're looking at this equation, to the market change if the price of the product is increased by 10? So if this increased by 10, what will happen? The rate of change is 1/2. So half times 10 is 5. So it will increase by 5. So the quantity supply will decrease, no, increase by 5, right? Because you have to multiply by half. It's not 10, either 50. So same question. So now, at what price will the quantity of the product supplied in the market equal to quantity of product demanded? So asking P when these two are equal. So half of P plus 40 equals to 220 minus P. So to solve for P, move smaller P first, or add P to keep the variable positive. So half plus 1P is 1.5P. And can I just move 40 at the same time? So I get 180 equals to 0.5P. So I divide by 0.5 from both sides. So 180 divided by 1.5 gives you 120. So it is B, 120. So $120. Then they will have the same supply and demand. So we usually like to have more demand than supply to make revenues, right? If I remember economics correctly. So graphene, which is used in the manufacture of integrated circuits, is so thin that the sheet weighs 1 ounce can cover up to 7 foot field. So 1 ounce covers up to 7 football fields, and football fields has an area of approximately 1 1/3 acres. So how many acres could 48 ounces of graphene cover? So how many acres? So see, so 1 ounce covers 7 football field, which is 1 football field equals to 1.333 approximately. So that means you have to multiply this by 7, right? Because it covers 7 of them. So 1.333 times 7 is 9.331 acre. So now I'm looking for how many will 48 ounces will cover, right, in acre. So you can set up a ratio. A lot of time you can solve them by using ratio, so cross multiply. So x equals to these two multiply. So I can just multiply from previous answer to 48. So then I get 447.888. So about 450. 447.888. 20. So Michael swam 2,000 yards on each of 18 days. The scatter plot above shows his swim time for and a corresponding heart rate after each swim. The line of the best fit for the data is shown above. For the swim that took 34 minutes, Michael's actual heart rate was about how many beats per minute less than the rate predicted by the line of best fit. So for swim that took 34 minutes swimming time. So the actual data, the heart rate was, what is it? It's increasing by 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 increases 10. So each is 2. So 158 minus 2 is 148. But the line of best fit just had it at 150. So we're finding the difference between 150, or it says how much lower than the line of best fit. So it must be 2, right?